right, guys, this is MobileGamerNerd, and we are here with Age of Magic. We did a video on this a while ago, and the one thing you'll probably notice if you had seen that video is that we really crapped all over this game. All right, like literally crapped all over it, hated it, thought it was terrible. Guess what? I've changed my mind a bit. Now, some of the things about this game have stayed the same. As you can see, there's a lot of, there's always ads, there's always something. Every time you move, there's going to be an ad. It's just the way things work. The problem with this game originally was that there was really no way to actually get heroes outside of playing for maybe 20 years. And the game is heavily still pay to win, so there is definitely that aspect. However, they have adjusted some things. Now, there are a lot of ways to get heroes, and one of the best things that they've done is they added a bunch of passes. Now, it is annoying. I'll give it that. It's really annoying that you can that you have to click all these stupid passes just for doing things in the game. However, it does afford you some things. So this is a pass that everyone gets, at least right now when we first started, and it's a progress pass. So basically, just for completing tasks in the game and literally just playing, honestly, and leveling up, you get a bunch of these points. Now, what does that do? Well, if you go into the summon section right here, okay, and you go down right here to summoning ritual, you will see that you can summon things, and you also get a new summon every day for free, as you now see is available. I only have to perform one more summon in order to get a hero that is 2 stars or more. Well, basically 2 star. I don't think we've ever gotten more than that, but yeah, this is something that you can get. You can summon tons of heroes, and you can actually get stars for the heroes that you currently own. You can get some new ones. Let's see what we're going to get. Most of the time I get garbage, but we'll see. Here, all right, boom. What do we get? Oh, you know what's funny? I literally just got him, actually, funny enough, before I bought all his shards. So that's funny that we got that. So now we can star him up, maybe. But yeah, basically you get these points. Right now we have 750. You need 1,200. You get them pretty damn often, I'll have to say. You get a lot of them. And it basically gives you the ability to have a large roster, which is what this game requires of you in order to continue. Because as you can see with all the events and everything, each one of these events requires, as you can see, there's a lot of events. Each one of these events requires specific heroes in order to continue. So say required heroes 3. Click this, boom. I don't have these guys, and not only are you required to have them, but you're required to have a star level on them, which makes this game basically impossible to do anything you want to do in the early game. However, they have made it much easier to do that with the, all these new summon things and everything. They also changed the heroes you get in the beginning. Now, remember, we've been playing this game for about 3 days, maybe 4 days. I don't honestly remember if it was 3 or 4. I think it literally was 3 this morning, possibly 4. So let's go in. Now, normally on the other account, you would have maybe 10 heroes at this point. All right, that's it. You would have the heroes that you pull from the dark area, and you would have the heroes you pulled from the light area, and that's it. And it would be the same 10 crap heroes that every single person in the game had, and every arena team was the same. Now look at my roster today. So this is a first time playing the game. All right, again. 3 days, 4 days. I don't remember. We can look. We have a 4-star hero now in Roland. All right, we were able to get his little awakening thing here, whatever you want to call that, the tokens. We have 2-star heroes all across the board. I have a 3-star healer. We have all these 2 stars. We've got Soothsayer. We've got Sharon. We've got a bunch of people. We've got Siri, who is a hero that everyone gets for free. We got Mirrodin, which is a hero everyone gets for free. I believe everyone gets her for free, but we ended up pulling her shards and stuff. We pulled her from the summoning. We've got Coblock, which is an awesome healer. I think you get him for free. I don't really remember. But then we've got all these heroes. Look at this. A bunch of heroes. Not just some. Like, a lot. All right? And see, we just pulled him again. We actually had him 2-star already. So now we have another 3-star hero. Boom, upgrade. And the other thing you'll notice is that I have 6 million silver, which means that I have not had to worry about silver in a while. Like, we have been able to level up our heroes. The passes give you tons and tons of potions. Look at this. This is all the potions we have right now for leveling our heroes. So they give you a much better start to this game, which is probably the one thing that most people were really mad about. Look at this. All these heroes. Now, I get it. I have crap heroes. I get it. A lot of them are going to be garbage. Some of them are not bad. Like we got some pretty reasonable heroes. Stealthy you get for free, I think, from some kind of like a thank you for hitting something. We get this guy Whelan from the pass. He's actually really good. He's a 2-star hero. When you get him from one of the passes. So yeah, that's another hero that you can bring into your roster. We pulled this guy from one of the summons, so he's a natural 2-star. We also pulled Sneaky Beaky. It's a great name. He's also really cool looking. We pulled him. We got a bunch of heroes that we can now use. We just pulled Gloriana recently. I believe that was this morning we pulled her. But yeah, there's a bunch of new heroes. And this was honestly the biggest problem in this game is that you can't progress without having heroes because every event, every area requires you to have multiple heroes. Now, the other stuff is basically the same. You are given... Oh, no, we don't go in there. You are given mostly the same stuff, and most of this game is basically the same. So don't think that the world has changed, right? The campaigns are still hard. However, the heroes that you're given are much, much better than the heroes that you were given before. All right, so here we are. This is the final stage we're on to beat this level. Unfortunately, the boss was too hard for us right now, so we died. We're going to just go into the first level just to kind of show you the team that we have assembled. Now, we have a friend. We're going to skip that. If you were just playing this game normally, you probably wouldn't have her. You might have someone else, all right? I don't know who you would have at this point that everybody would have. I think Sneaky, probably everyone gets. I think you get him, so that's it. Actually, no, you'd probably be using this guy. So this is the main team that everyone gets. Actually, no, it's not. I pulled her. I forgot. See, I'm losing it too. Here, this guy. So these would be the heroes that you would have at this point. He's a tank that you get for free. He's a warrior you get for free. As you can see, they're 2-stars, so I haven't been working on them. You get this guy rolling for free, obviously, from the campaign. You get Siri, and you get Myrden. So let's try it with just these guys. Now, they're not leveled up, so they may die. Who knows? So this is the team that you basically are stuck with outside of all the other heroes that we have been building. But even with these guys, you can pretty much get through most of the story in this game. And it's fine because it just means you got to take your time. That's all. So here we go. Wipe out. Now, this is a 1-star hero. Look at that. Actually, we're going to upgrade the time to 4 times speed. All right. Now, the good news is that she has a giant AoE. And then this guy, Myrden, has this skill, which is also an AoE. But the good part about this is that his skill actually makes them skip turns. So that means that they won't get this next turn. So that first round when everyone gets murdered, yeah, you don't have that problem in the beginning. It's kind of nice, right? All their turns just get skipped, and you can kill them. All right, now this is Chapter 3. Many of you may remember how hard Chapter 1 and 2 were in the original. Like I said, those guys aren't going to be that strong because they're not going to be able to do damage. We haven't been building them. I have a 5-star gear, 4-star hero here. So we may lose a couple heroes, but that's fine. We don't really care too much. We're going to just keep going at it and killing them one by one. Look at this. This is a regular-ass team. You know what I mean? This is the team that you will have. Like, you will have. Whether or not you built them as well as I did and focus down your main team, that's up to you. But you can get through these fights. It is still the same game in the sense that you will have to work. So you will have to kind of stop. You're going to have fights where you're going to get your whole team killed except for your main hero. You're going to get 1-star in half the chapter before you even get to this point. We literally got to this fight and, we can't win. Like, at least at this second, the boss is just insane and just wrecks us. So yeah, that's going to happen. All right. But you know what? You'll be able to do most stuff. I forgot that we're on a new computer now. I was playing on my tablet. So even heroic mode, we've been able to beat on Act 1. Heroic mode, we're actually working our way through into the next chapter. I honestly don't know where we're at. We're 35, so they're getting harder. So we are trying to get the pieces for Roland as we go through this. Dark is actually much harder this time around for some reason. I don't know why it seems that much harder. We have 209 stars in light. Dark campaign, I believe we just finished the first chapter at full. Yeah, we're in heroic now, so let's go here. There you go. So we were able to complete this. We're basically using a full kind of, I guess you could say, orc troll situation here, battle. These guys are much stronger in here, so that is going to be something that you're going to have to worry about. So here you go. This is my main team. I'm basically using a bunch of these the Knoll monster goblin dudes. I forgot what they're called. Battle. I'll show you my dark team at this point. We have other heroes we can use, as you just saw. I just haven't leveled them yet. So we're basically dealing with what we have and trying to star up the few heroes that we have that are okay. We're going to try and kill these guys in one hit if possible. See that? He does pretty good damage, these guys. And I chose the heroes that I have mainly because they have bonuses to the team that we're using right now. So essentially we have a speed up. So this skill right here, if I'm not going to use it right now, but the skill he has basically increases the speed of the team. And then this lady back here gives more stats to this particular faction, which is nice. And then you've got your little tank guy there, and then you've got your main hero where you're going to get starred up from just playing campaign. So more than likely everyone will build him at least to start. But she's got some pretty good hits. Look at that. She does bees. That actually sometimes doesn't do things. And honestly, I don't know why it misses sometimes. My healer guy here, he's awesome because he actually will poison the entire team right there, give him some damage over time hits. Luckily, they hit pretty hard, this team. They might be a little weak, though. That's the only downside, is that they kind of can die fast. And I don't like that, which is why we haven't been able to move as far. But yeah, just know that the dark side of this game is a lot harder than the light side version. We're going to try and kill him. There we go. Boom. A little bit of that. We're not going to heal this second. We're going to try and kill him. It's more important. Give us a buff. She buffed the whole team. We want the healers dead. Look at that. That's crazy, right? How much damage they do. The dark side is much harder. Like way harder than the light side version. I think it's mainly because of the heroes we're using. We're going to heal up. Nice that we had that. Perfect timing. Oh, he's almost dead. We got to kill these guys before he dies. Unfortunately, he doesn't heal himself, so that sucks. That didn't do much. Boom, boom. All right, so they're dead. Let's see if we can kill him. And they kill my guy right at the last second, which is, I think, what happened last time. But yeah, basically, this team is complete shit, for lack of a better term. So yeah, it's the team I have right now. So just know that Dark is going to be bad for you, unless you happen to get lucky and pull some good heroes. I have a few heroes now that I'm probably going to build and replace because these guys all suck. None of them are terrible in the sense that they'll get you through the first act. But yeah, they're not heroes that I'm going to be bringing probably further on unless I just happen to need them for a specific fight. Market is still crazy. There's still a lot of crap in here. They've actually made it so that there's a lot of stuff in here that you can get. The events let you pull heroes. This is an event going on right now. You need 100 of these to summon this hero, and we have 60, and we still have, I think, like 4 days left on the event, so we'll easily get that. So we will get this cool ass circus hero, which is kind of nifty. They have a bunch of stuff here that you can buy with these rewards. Obviously, we're not going to really be able to do much with that right now. You can also summon if you're lucky. They have deals, main stuff. This is all the money aspect of the game. The common stuff, which you get free things every single day. There's a weekly and a monthly as well that you get for free. So that's nice. There's more money stuff here. More money stuff here. Chests you get pretty much from all the passes. See, there's chests that you can get from just getting the currency from those chests, which will get you money. It'll get you energy. It'll get you all kinds of stuff. It'll get you heroes. Tons and tons of stuff. Look at that. More energy. I love it. I love energy. It's always good. I actually spend most of my gold on energy at this point. Tokens you get from just doing the events and stuff. We can buy these if we want. I think I have him. I think that's the guy I have. So you can buy some of these stars, the purple stars, if you want. You can also summon legendary heroes with these instead of using them for this. So I would probably use it for that. We have 15 already, so that means we've beaten 15 event areas, even with our 3 days in limited heroes. And that's a pretty big deal if you've never played this game. That is a big deal. Market, looking pretty good. I mean, normal stuff. You get a lot of gold from doing events and things like that. So you're going to have plenty of gold to be using for certain things. You can't really buy shards too much unless you're spending money. Just know that. I would save it for energy. That's just my personal opinion. The tomb we've been using to buy this guy that we just pulled, as you saw, Hotel. We've been buying a couple different heroes. We're sticking to these 3 for right now, just because we get enough currency every day that we can buy 3. So we just buy 3, and that'll eventually get those guys maxed out, which is nice. Valley of Treasures. I mean, we have 4K. We've been buying her because we want that healer. She actually has a Resurrect, which is nice. Clan. We haven't really done much. We started our own clan. There's only one of us in the clan, which is me. So yeah, we're probably not going to be doing much there pretty soon. There's no raids yet that we have, and then there's a Soul Warden shop, which we have never gotten. So that might be a money thing. Quests, same stuff. You get energy. You get a bunch of free stuff every day. When you complete all 5 quests, you get like 10 pieces of a random hero, which is kind of nice. So that's more heroes. There's milestones, which is where the passes are. You go in here. Look at this. More free stuff in here that you can get just by getting points for using and leveling up heroes. That's all these are. That's basically what every single one of these is. You just get some free stuff from doing what you already do. Clan, same stuff here. we opened this clan up. If you would feel like joining, feel free. It's open. We have a raid apparently that we can't do. I have 1.2k points already, and we have not much going on. So we need 3.6k. So it's going to be a little bit if I stay by myself. I've been invited to a couple of clans already. I just decided not to do it. But yeah, this is going to be my clan here. Just remember, I am not a pro player in this game. We are literally doing this just for funds. And if there's somebody, if say this, if let's say people do join this clan, just know that eventually I would like to pass the torch to somebody who really loves this game. So if you're just joining to be a troll, that's fine. Just know that I don't plan on being the master of this guild forever. However, I do like the game again. I really, outside of the ads and the stupid stuff, it's gotten much better. I mean, the calendar is pretty cool. You get free stuff here every single day for just doing things, which was there before. It's fine. The good news is when you go into your heroes, as in my last video, when you go here and you want to upgrade a hero, when you click this and you go to this to search for it, there you go, find. Voila, this is it. There's this one special offer. They changed it. And now immediately it has all the places that you can farm it. Whereas before you had to do this every single time you wanted to get a piece of gear, and you'd have to scroll through like 20 different offers to buy it. And that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So they did change that, which is kind of cool. And the fact that they've given it to us where we can get more heroes and actually diversify our roster is so much better. Because now when you go in the arena, look at this. You're going to have people that have the same teams. These are all the same teams that everyone had because they were given to them for free. But the thing is that these are all level 20 teams. So they probably all quit. All right. Those are people that quit. So they're not going to be playing. But if you go into tournaments, all right. Now, this is a tournament that just started. You'll notice a lot more diversification of the fights in here. See? Most people are going to have some of the similarities. But as you can see, a lot of people have different heroes now. Look at this. And these are level 35. These are like newer players. These are people who probably started recently. And they're in a, see, this guy's in a beginner clan. So it's like these are the people that are now playing, and it's so much better. Back in the day, every single fight would have been exactly the same heroes. Look at this guy's got this really cool hero right here. I can't look at him, but yeah, that's a girl bug, right? Yeah, something like that. But yeah, either way, the people that have been playing now and actually continue playing will have a much easier time completing tasks and actually having fun in this game. But just to be clear, some things still exist. All right, so you still have the infinite dodge mechanic of ads and enemies. Just know it does happen. I don't know if it's a new thing they added or if it's something that's always been there. I just never got far enough in the game, but there are enemies that can literally put a countdown on them where every time you hit them, the countdown goes down. So if they have 8 counts on the hero, it means you got to hit them 8 times. Isn't that great? So you're going to need different heroes to kill certain heroes like that. There are going to be multiple hit enemies that you're going to need. So yeah, there's things in here that will be annoying. There's going to be fights you're not going to win. There's going to be times you're going to get 1 star. There's going to be times that, you're going to be pissed off because, some stupid mechanic right at the last second, like you just saw, kills your one hero because the game's bullshit. Well, guess what? The game is still that, all right? So if that was the part of the game that you hated, you still won't like it completely. This is the Dark Souls of Raid Shadow Legends is what this game is, okay? It's like these things are built into it. So just know that those things are still here, all right? However, you're going to have a lot more tools to get through it, all right? You're going to have a lot more things that you can get to beat the enemies that are upon you. Here you go. Let's fight. We'll fight this one on auto. I don't really care if we lose it. I actually never do these on auto, which is funny. I always do them manually. Probably better we do it on not auto, but you know what? Screw it. Let's see if we are good. Let's see how good my team is. There you go. Crushing the enemies. I actually really like this barbarian girl. She puts up a counterattack on your entire team. So when somebody hits you with an AoE and you have the counter up, basically every single one of your heroes attacks. So if you do get her, that barbarian Daenerys or whatever her name is, yeah, this one right here. This redheaded barbarian. If you do pull her, keep her. She's fun. Really good for AoE people who like to hit with AoEs because you wreck them right after the attack like you just saw. So yeah, definitely a lot more fun. Definitely a lot more availability of heroes. Definitely a lot more availability of resources. Definitely a lot more availability of gear. All the events give you gear. You'll see, like, if I have an item thing. I don't know if I do actually. Who knows? Let's go into heroes. So when you're trying to upgrade your heroes, all right, here, there's like the 4-star, these pieces of gear. You actually get a lot more of these. I have tons. Like there was some fights that I would win 16 to 30 pieces of gear over 6 equipment pieces in one fight. And then there's also chests that you get where you can open the chest from doing the events, and they'll give you a bunch of these gears as well. So yeah, it's much, much easier to build multiple heroes since that's what the game is asking you to do. There you go, Fate Pass. You go right in here. See, we collect this. More things. That's it. More currencies to build things. The game is still a little confusing. There's still stuff that's going to be annoying. There's too many currencies. I get it. But at this point, I would have to say it's definitely worth giving it a shot again if you haven't played in a while. The ads are still ridiculous and pop up over and over again, and I really wish they would just make one tweak to it, and that's where if you click X, all of them go away. That's it. That's the only change they need to make, and then we're good again. But they pop them up in order, and as soon as you hit X, it keeps switching through the next one and scrolling. So if you could hit X and just close all of the offers, that would be amazing. I think that would be the greatest thing ever. If you want to scroll, then click the scroll button. But other than that, the game's much better. There's way more stuff, way more heroes, and I think you guys will really enjoy it if you do give this game another shot. All right, so yeah, basically this is a video just saying that it's time to revisit Age of Magic and see if it continues. If you guys are interested in playing, like I said, I don't log in all the time. I'm not gonna, if you're expecting me to be on all the time and play all the time and, give you guys, secrets and tips, just know that's not what the clan is going to be about. I will be on once in a while. I will log in. I will do raids. Like I'll do things for the guild. And if there's somebody who feels like they can do better and actually is on all the time and starts really enjoying the game, I have no problem switching this over to you as a guild leader. Like I said, it's just so that we can play and make videos and have fun, and that's it. We're not trying to be number one here, okay? But yeah, if you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, things you want to discuss, feel free to leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. We do a live stream every single week, and if you're interested, you can become a member for $1.99 a month. Basically gives you access to all of my videos as soon as I post them, and get emojis and a free video every week with no commercials. All right, so yeah, this is the revamped Age of Magic, which is surprisingly way more fun now. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.